How's it going, guys? My name is Chase Farrow, and today's video is a little bit different. Now, if it's not obvious from the thumbnail and the title of this video, we are headed to GRIDLIFE Circuit Legends in Lakeville, Connecticut at Lime Rock Park. We've been trying to get here for the last couple of years, but unfortunately, every year something has come up that's kind of prevented us from doing so. But if it's not obvious, we're staying in an airport. We're pretty committed at this point.
Yeah, catching a ride on the company jet.
Yep. So we got a weekend camping pass, so we're going to be camping out all weekend. One of our childhood friends is going to be joining us tomorrow, and so we are super stoked. For those of you who aren't familiar with GRIDLIFE, basically it's a weekend-long camping party at a racetrack. They do them all over the country. So like this one's at Lime Rock Park in Connecticut, but they also do it at Laguna Seca, Mid-Ohio, and basically live music, food, drinks, time attack, drifting, the GRIDLIFE Touring Cup, so wheel-to-wheel racing, and it's basically just hang out and hang around race cars and other car people for 3-4 days. So we're gonna jump on the plane. Let's get to get. How neat is it that we get to do this kind of thing? Especially in the context of cars, like being able to go.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously, like that's such a big part of our lives. For anyone that doesn't know, why would you? Me and Tyler have been best friends since we were like 5-ish, like
25 years at least.
So it's been about 25 years, and we basically started all of our car stuff together, working on the '65 Mustang, and so yeah, I mean, oh hey, hold on. No, that did not make things better.
And it's not, they're not bright lights.
No, they are not, and they are not very focused. But, yeah, I mean, I turned 30 in a week.
I thought you weren't turning 30.
Well, okay, so you're correct. A week from today, I'm celebrating my 6th annual 25th birthday.
I turned 30 like 6 months ago.
And immediately started falling apart. Yeah. But it is cool, though, that, he's 30 and I'm 25.
Plus 5.
Plus almost 6. Well, no, plus 5. Yeah, almost 5. And, we're able to kind of still do this kind of thing well into our adult years. So for anyone who's followed my channel for, like, since I started, you might remember that I was originally planning on doing a turbo build on my Z06. And we flew, like, New Year, a couple of days before New Year's.
That was like right after Christmas.
Yeah, we flew to Orlando because I had met a guy at a car meet that had a turbo kit for his C5 that he was going, a different route. And so I didn't want to buy it sight unseen. And so we hopped on a plane, we flew to Orlando, went and picked up this turbo, rushed it over to the
U-Haul place so that we could pack it up in boxes. Then went to the cargo place so we could put it in a plane as cargo to send it to Dallas.
Hey Google, can you put car parts in checked bags on an airline?
According to TSA, car engine parts and other car parts without fuel or traces of fuel are allowed in carry-on or checked bags. Car engine parts may be placed in checked bags only if the parts are packed in their original box and free of gasoline and oil.
Well, they're not in their original box.
They're definitely not in their original box.
So that says cargo.
I just wanted to hold my turbo while we were on the plane. It's going to be my emotional support turbo.
Emotional support turbo.
That was a long day. That was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Because then we got back and we had to wait at the cargo center.
I got to go pick it up the next day, didn't I?
Yeah, we had to wait at the cargo center and then it didn't end up showing up. So that was a bummer. But yeah, so it's just neat that we get to do this kind of thing. But even then, despite that, I know not everyone kind of has the access to be able to do. But GRIDLIFE, for instance, if you have an opportunity, you can go for not that much money. All three of us together with the camping pass and everything, it was like $600.
And the flights up here, like aren't excessively expensive either.
Right. If you save up, you know, get yourself and like a friend or a couple of friends together and just go to these events, and you're going to have the absolute time of your life. You're going to have more fun than you would on like any other generic lame vacation. So
yeah.
Anyways, we're about to land, and then we got to pick up the rental car, and then we got to hoof it. About an hour and 15 minutes to Lime Rock Park from Hartford, and we're going to get our camp set up, and we're going to have a good time.
And chill also.
Yeah.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So we're on the ground. Now we're just trying to figure out where the rental car place is so we can pick up the car.
I'll follow on the side.
All right, moment of truth. Let's find out what our chariot is. Okay, yeah, so I got some Nissans, some Hondas, and some Corollas. You have a preference for what you like?
I guess a Corolla, maybe.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's get this thing loaded up. All right, to Lime Rock. To Lime Rock we go.
2 hours later.
It's already dark, obviously. It's nighttime, but we're here, and we're gonna find our campsite, which is the K24B2. What is it? B2? 2B. I like K24 better. They don't have like specific spots, so. I have good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
Hit me with the good news first, I guess.
We have a blanket.
Now what's the bad news?
We don't have a tent.
I'm making a drink.
For the record, by the way, Jacqueline packed this. I think she did it on purpose. I still highly recommend that everyone does something like this, but do it better than we did.
Do it better than we do anything. Like the only thing we've been well prepared for was LS Fest this year.
Yeah, and it took us 3 years to get that right. So, I don't know, maybe we'll go meet some people. Like there's like already tons of people here, and this is gonna like super fill up tomorrow, I guarantee it. So there's lemons around here somewhere, so there's definitely lemonade to be made. All right, it is the next morning. We ended up sleeping in the Corolla, but that's all right. We're here. You're alive. How are your accommodations?
Inimeedial at best.
Last night I learned that I am too old to sleep in cars.
You know what? I don't know that I'm too old to sleep in cars. Which is weird because I'm older than you.
Yeah, so I've slept in some like not awesome places in my day. But the problem is I've spent like the last few years sleeping in awesome places, and so now the not so awesome places, they're a bit rough. So, oh wow, look at that. I did not look at that up there. So you can see just a tiny bit of mountain poking through there. Of course, the camera's never gonna do any of this justice, but they've already started racing, but it's the Tesla race. We're probably going to want to head on down to the paddock in the main straight before things start getting super chaotic. So let's start wandering and seeing what we can get into. up here watching one of the sessions for the time attack, and of course I turned my camera off just at the absolute wrong time, but you know, it happens. Unfortunately, one of the Mark V's just went into the wall, and it wasn't a soft entry. Like, he went in backwards. That grass is so slick. It's freshly mowed, and it's wet. He had no hope. Yeah, this grass is, I mean, it's freshly mowed. It's wet from, you know, the dew overnight. Last night there was a hardcore fog. Like, it was so foggy when I initially woke up this morning, you couldn't see like any of the mountains or anything. And unfortunately, this is the second car in like 20 minutes that this has claimed. It claimed that Civic that we saw.
Attention, the paddock, checkered flag is out. Next session is rush for practice 2. All rush cars and drivers should be at the false grid.
Yeah, so they're calling that session, and they're about to send out the rush SR. The bright side is driver's okay, he's out of the car. But man, that's gutting watching a car go into the wall like that, because these aren't like factory back teams, you know. That's a lot of money. Like, that's a season killer. So, oh, he is moving under his own power. We might get to, I wonder if he goes all the way around, or if he's going to go into one of these. He's probably going to go into one of that relief exit. Oh. I don't know if you guys can hear that, or were able to hear that, like going across the concrete, but it was not healthy sounding. All right, so we're chilling in the car, and I just started seeing clouds of smoke. So it looks like they're drifting. So I'm going back to the turn 4 hill, and I'm going to catch some of these tandems. Hopefully, that'll be really cool. So I was just going through the paddock, and I stopped and talked to the gentleman with the blue Supra that unfortunately went into the barrier earlier, and it's looking like he suspects that his season's done now. I didn't film during that conversation because you know, that kind of stuff, a lot of people don't really want that on camera, and you know, I totally get it. He also is a little, you know, we tend to be a little bit sensitive about, like, you know, certain details of our cars and all that stuff, so he didn't want to like show the inside of the car. Totally get it, completely cool. Yeah, unfortunately it looks like that chassis might be completely done. The bright side is he said that he does have track insurance through Haggerty, so they'll, you know, cut him a check, but it's obviously not the value of the entire car by any stretch of the imagination. He said he's not sure whether or not he's going to be able to pull that, like the tail end. I'll put a picture here. He obviously, that's all pretty banged up, pretty messed up, and the concern is that there's no getting those pickup points back where they're supposed to be, which means the suspension geometry on that chassis will never be correct again. So he said, you know, what he'll probably end up doing is just building another Mark V, but that's, you know, that's gonna have to wait, you know. So that's gutting, man, absolutely gutting. In the meantime, though, it looks like there's a little bit of a lull. Gonna take a break. Didn't really film a whole lot of the time attack because I was talking to the owner of that Supra during that, and talking to some of the other guys in the paddock. So looks like they're about to pick up some more, so got time. Looks like there's a problem. Got a yellow flag, and that's probably going to be the end of this session. So we have been meandering around, meeting and talking to people. I don't film a lot of that stuff because I feel really weird and I don't want to like just shove cameras in people's faces and stuff like that. But now we need to run to Walmart, get a tent.
Yeah, now that it's daylight.
Now that it's daylight, go get a tent. We gotta go get Dalton.
Yep.
Taco cheese.
For our new friends.
Yeah, we've made already like a number of new friends. I mean, this place is just, this is the absolute, as a car person, this is the best thing that you can possibly do. So
I got a free hat for helping set up a banner.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get on the road. Let's go run to Hartford, find the Walmart, and then go pick up Dalton. We need to come up here. When we get back, look, I mean, yeah. Oh, dude.
Make me jump.
Woo! We are for sure coming over here when we get back.
Yeah,
holy crap, that was sick. So we're driving along and those look like rain clouds. And we're, at this point, we're
20 miles,
20
miles from the track.
Yeah. So we may end up seeing some rain tonight.
Yeah. At least we'll have a tent at that point.
That would be ideal. Because to be honest, if I have to choose between sleeping in the Corolla or sleeping in the rain, it's a toss-up.
I'd sleep in the Corolla. Again, I slept pretty damn good in the Corolla.
I'm glad one of us did. That was miserable. My shoulder still hurts.
Were you like laying on your, like trying to lay on your side or something?
No, that's the weird thing. It was hurting from me sleeping like that, like with my arms crossed.
Oh, I didn't have, well, my arms I think were like crossed across my stomach.
Yeah, I don't know. It sucked, but definitely thinking it's tent time. Alright, so after a quick trip to Walmart, 24 hours after we arrived in Connecticut, we are finally ready for our trip to Connecticut.
Yep.
Now all we gotta do is pick up Dalton.
And as per usual, I went overboard.
You did.
I needed a tent. I got a tent. I went overboard, but I got a tent.
It has a porch.
It has a porch, it does. I look, I don't half-ass anything. I whole-ass everything I do. Alright?
That's right.
1 hour later.
Alright, so we stopped at McDonald's to grab some food before we head back.
Braille and picture menus inside. Why the f*** would you have Braille in the drive-thru?
That's why their speed limits are all 35.
I'm still salty about it.
People are going to spend a lot of time crashing, so let's at least try to make it not
not as violent of a crash.
Yeah. All right, we are back at Lime Rock Park. Dalton, are you ready to enter the happiest place on earth?
Indeed I am now.
All right, it's the next morning, and we're feeling a little rough. I'm not gonna lie.
Not for me. It's still the same morning since 4 a.m. Tyler
fell asleep with TikTok going on his phone, and apparently it played the same video for like 4 hours or something like that, and he was pissed all off. And amazingly, it didn't wake me up. So.
didn't wake me up either.
Yeah. Obviously. Plot twist, it did. He just likes it.
No.
But it rained a little bit, and then it stopped. But I think racing's going to be starting up here very, very, very quickly. So we're going to go check out some other spots. Oh, by the way, yeah, this is like the ends. Well, this is our patio. We're on the patio of the tent. But anyways, I'm going to migrate to like different parts of the track because there's a couple of corners I really, really want to shoot. So we're going to see if we can find something to munch on and then get to racing.
They let the Teslas go early so they don't
Yeah, no, that is actually why they did. So they're running the Tesla race. I didn't even realize they had already started. But obviously they do that one first in the mornings to, you know, not send out like limited and unlimited class like time attack cars at 8 a.m. after when everyone's tired and hungover. But to be fair, that's not what you want. You're in the wrong place. So it looks like the Sunday Cup is doing a practice session, but there's also some cars out there that are very obviously not part of the Sunday Cup. It's a little weird, but while they're doing that, they're doing a kind of cars and coffee-esque thing on the concourse. So we're gonna go over there and check that out, and then once the bigger, faster time attack cars come out, we're gonna start going like around different places around the track to get film. This tent is actually really cool.
a missed call from Dalton at 5:38 this morning.
I'm trying to figure out what you guys want. So we're about to make our way over to the Lime Rock Bridge because some serious time attack cars are about to go out, and they'll pass directly under us. Kind of like when we were at Circuit of the Americas for Super Lap Battle. So I'm definitely going to get some shots of that. Also, look at this Ariyama Mia RX-7. We relocated because they black flagged the session over the Eclipse or Talon, whichever one it was that unfortunately oiled down. But they actually picked the session back up a lot quicker than we expected, but we moved back to turn 3, turn 4 hill.
Luca Barberis, keep an eye on his time. I don't think he has gone.
No, he's ran a 58.0 essentially. And the second lap was a 58.1, so he is not improved so far.
Keep an eye on him. Check on Club TR this lap, and then follow Street GT battle. Here's Joe Milkey. So cool. Here comes Sasha Nice into turn 1. They said yesterday the battery system was overheating and could have run a 50.4, but it's only 50.8. They don't anticipate. Track record here was with James Houghton, who set the original GRIDLIFE track record. 52.3. He's not that far off from that record.
No. That's a new GRIDLIFE overall track record.
It sure is.
The Motiv tractors were working away there. Logging it. Nothing left right there. We'll see what he can do.
Checker flag. Can Sasha Nice one up himself again? 50.686 is a new track record. Will it be enough to go faster again? Not quite.
50.8. 2 laps. It's absolutely phenomenal there, buddy.
That was
excited about the drifting. The tandems through here, like this is such a good view for us.
camera guys are saying. On mine.
11? That's all right.
Yeah,
you'll get there. You'll grow up one day.
Yeah, we'll get it tonight. I just didn't want to start drinking so early.
Let me tell you, when we get to karaoke time, it's going to turn into a dark evening for me. Calling it now.
I gotta go get more White Claw. I got 3 6-packs. I was like, oh yeah,
we have more drinks than we know what to do with. You can slam some of them.
That's a big old hell yeah brother right there.
I got another 12 rack earlier, and then the boys also got like another 30 rack and some nips and like that. The coolers are stocked.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed all of that film. We're actually going to be, oh wow, I like that. This is a magical place. Didn't do a whole lot of talking today because I didn't really feel like there was a whole lot to say. There's a lot going on, bouncing around. I was trying to get lots of footage, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, the actual motorsports side of GRIDLIFE is completely buttoned up. All the GLTC races are over, the drift sessions are over, time attack is over. Now it's a giant party.
And I am gonna add on to this.
Fair enough. The event is, after this is completely concluded, tomorrow we're waking up, we're collapsing the tent, we got to drive to Baltimore, and then we got to fly back to Texas. So I guess with that, what we'll do is we will call this the end of this video. So until next time, drive safe, throw your carburetors in the ocean, go to GRIDLIFE, and I'll see you guys later.
And maybe, just maybe, we'll have some interesting travel stories tomorrow to share with you.
Yeah, so we'll catch you all later.
Come on, come back to